Everywhere you look, someone has advice for your career. Build a network. Learn AI tools. Build your personal brand. All valid, all useful, but none of it matters if you ignore this. The most important career advice? Your conscience. Not the kind we casually throw around, but the kind that shows up when no one is watching. That quiet, sometimes inconvenient truth? You're answerable to only one person. The one you see in the mirror. Not your boss, not your investors, not LinkedIn, just that one person who knows exactly when you're bluffing. And the truth is, most people betray that person every day. Not because they're bad, but because the world teaches us to optimize for applause, not alignment. You say yes when you mean maybe. You stay when you know it's over. You pretend to care when you're disengaged. You perform because everyone else is watching. But the mirror doesn't clap. The mirror doesn't care how well you performed. The mirror only asks one thing. Were you honest? That's the metric we ignore most in modern careers. Because being honest, it costs something. Sometimes it costs your role, sometimes your reputation, sometimes your comfort. But the longer you avoid it, the more expensive the lie becomes. Let me be clear. Conscience doesn't mean comfort. It doesn't mean quitting jobs on a whim or shouting your truth at every table. It means living in such a way that when the world is silent, you are not. You are not restless. You are not pretending. You are not apologizing to yourself every night because you didn't sell out for a title or a package or the illusion of security. And yes, I get it. It's easy to say this. It's harder to live it when rent is due. When everyone else is chasing the next big trend. But let me ask you something. What's more expensive, living in uncertainty for a few months, or living in internal contradiction for decades? Because we've seen both. The executive who made millions but can't sleep. The founder who scaled fast but lost himself along the way. The professional who followed the map perfectly and still feels lost. Why? Because they forgot to ask the only question that matters. Am I proud of who I've become? Not proud of the wins, not proud of the visibility, but proud of how you moved through the mess. Because careers are messy, you will outgrow roles and friends and even versions of yourself. The only constant? That person in the mirror. And if you can't face them honestly, no success will ever feel real. That's what conscience is. Not guilt, not shame, but integrity. A private alignment between who you are and how you choose. It's not about being perfect. It's about not lying to yourself when you're not. And in a world drowning in image management, that's radical. Let me give you an example. You're offered a promotion. It comes with more money, more power, more prestige, but it also means more compromise, more politics, less time with your kids. What do? The world says take it, but the mirror asks, will this make you proud? If the answer is no, you already know what to do. And if the answer is yes, do it without guilt, because it's your truth. That's the point. You're not living someone else's life, so why follow someone else's rules? You don't need to win by their scoreboard. You only need to live by your own standard. And here's the paradox. The more you operate from conscience, the more you attract what's right for you. Better roles, better people, better peace. Because you're not signaling confusion, you're signaling clarity, and clarity, real clarity, is magnetic. It's also rare, because it takes courage to say, I'm not okay with this. Or, this job looks good on paper, but it doesn't feel good in my gut. But the moment you say it, the mirror nods, because now you're leading, not just in title, but in truth. So no, this won't be the most viral advice. You won't find it in a productivity course or a self-help book, but it's the advice that lasts when everything else fades. Be answerable to the mirror, not the algorithm, not your manager, not even your past self. Answer to the truth that lives quietly inside you, and you'll never need external permission again. That's real success. Thank you for watching. Did this video hit something inside of you? Let me know in the comments.
Find your unique value, let it free. Stand tall, rise up, be who you wanna be. Your story matters, sing it loud and clear. You got that spark, ignite it without fear.